Hey guys, Omni here. In this video, we're going to be talking about all the different things that were announced at the Disney and Pixar panel here earlier tonight. Fortunately, I was out and about, and immediately when I came back, I just crashed, man. It's been a busy morning for me, and I ended up just taking a nap. So at this point, rather than just make a video for all these different trailers and stuff or announcements, we're just going to kind of cover it all here today. I'm going to timestamp it all for you guys, and we'll do the trailers here as well. I just want to kind of go through bullet points. Now I'm following the Games Radar article that they put together for this because it does kind of have like all of it kind of parsed out with some descriptions for each little thing here and there. Because we did get some, posters, some new announcements as far as movies and shows and stuff like that. And then I believe 3 trailers that were showed, at least to the public. There's some footage that was shown to the people that were there at D23 that has not gone public. So obviously, just the stuff that's in the trailers is what we'll kind of cover here, but we'll talk about some of the other stuff. But for the next couple of years, you'll see a new kind of like logo when you're coming up into one of these flicks with the Disney 100 for 100 Years of Wonder, celebrating their 100th anniversary. Don't know how long that'll be going into this, but probably for the foreseeable future, for anything after this marker, we'll probably be seeing that logo. We got a first trailer for Disenchanted, the sequel to Enchanted. I've never seen that movie, so we'll be checking that out here. I know roughly an idea of what it was about. I've heard people talk about it. I've just never actually sat down and watched that film. And who knows? Maybe that's something we'll do before this comes out, if things look up. There was another trailer for Hocus Pocus, which was revealed. Again, I know I've seen this movie. The original, I know I have. I had to have. But all I can remember is one scene. That's it. I don't remember anything else about this movie. All I remember, and who knows, it might even be a different movie, but I'm pretty sure it's Hocus Pocus, is like, all I can remember is one scene in a graveyard with a cat that's a dead kid? Is that right? I don't know. I feel like this was one of those movies, like, do any of you guys have like a movie or a show where no matter when you would catch it on TV, it's always the same part or same episode? That was me with this movie. I can only recall that scene I'm describing, and then I'm still not even that sure it's this movie. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm just recreating everything in my own head. But yeah, I'm gonna have, if I'm going to watch Hocus Pocus 2, I'm gonna really need to actually revisit the original, because I recognize the witches, I recognize the actresses in these parts. I can't tell you a darn thing about the movie other than what I do believe is that little scene from it. So who knows? Maybe that's something we'll check out a little bit later. But we got a poster for, we actually got a couple announcements to kind of further Disney's live action adaptation plan. We got a poster for Peter Pan and Wendy. This is a live action Peter Pan and Wendy movie hailing from the director of The Green Knight, which was a great and interesting, visually stunning film. So that does intrigue me quite a bit, and I hope that carries through. So they took the stage and kind of talked about it a little bit. In this, they do talk that, obviously, as the title explains, that in this version, Peter and Wendy will be seen as equals. Captain Hook is played by Jude Law, hints at a surprising twist to the tale. We got to mine their backstory a little more and learn about their past and where they might have been friends. Okay, that's kind of interesting. They wanted to show a trailer, which our reporter on the ground described as mixing in some of the traditional iconic imagery, flying across the London sky, Lost Boys, pirates, otherwise quite different looking take on the material. This might be actually something different, a new refreshing kind of reinvention of the idea. We've seen many of them over the years, even some that are not Disney related, so who knows? Maybe this one will actually be a little bit spicy, a little different, bring some flavor to one of these adaptations to kind of give it a go. Now, it's going to be on Disney Plus. It's not going to be coming to streaming or theaters, so that's kind of a little concerning, but who knows? We'll see. A Haunted Mansion movie was announced. with Jamie Lee Curtis kind of introducing it. It's based on the ride of the same name. and was introduced by the director, who is Justin Simeon. Expect the movie to be filled with Easter eggs from the ride. A clip featured Owen Wilson, Lakeith Stanfield, Danny DeVito, and a surprise Winona Ryder cameo. Okay. Let's see. Dan Levy and Hassan Majam also have cameos in the film. Jamie Lee Curtis, the Scream herself. Madame Leota is also confirmed to be in the film. She even rolled up on a Doom buggy for extra cool points. Okay, nice little flavor into your text. Now, I did see something that showed the whole cast list for this thing. Let me see if I can find it real quick, because there's a couple people that I saw on a tweet that were not touched on in this. Cast of Disney's Haunted Mansion. Jared Leto. Oh, great. Hopefully his curse doesn't follow him to this one. Jamie Lee Curtis, Winona Ryder, Tiffany Haddish, Owen Wilson, Dan Levy, Rosario Dawson, Lakeith Stanfield, and Danny DeVito were the key cast members for it. So yeah, I'm curious to see how that pans out. A prequel, a live action prequel to The Lion King titled Mufasa, The Lion King, has been announced. With a title entry treatment and all that. Barry Jenkins is coming on to direct the prequel to The Lion King. It was shared that the film will be about Mufasa, father to Simba. It's a story told in 2 different time frames. Timon, Pumbaa, and Rafiki will tell the story of how Mufasa went from orphan cub to king of the Pride Lands, according to the director. Alrighty. We also got a title treatment for the live-action Snow White film that's going to be coming out, starring Rachel Zegler and Gal Gadot. We found out that Gal is actually going to be playing the evil queen herself. So yeah, I'm curious about this one. That's going to be an interesting change of pace for her playing a villain, so that's cool. Obviously, they showed off some of the Little Mermaid that is coming out. We got a little teaser trailer to watch for that, so we will watch that here in a little bit. We got Elemental coming from Pixar, which is a story about a bustling metropolis where earth, fire, water, wind, all that jazz lives together. A fire girl and a water boy develop a connection. The two must navigate how to interact while being polar opposites. It's from director Peter Sohn. Noted that the film also touches on themes of immigration and finding your place in the world. So that one, honestly, by concept and some of the what they showed off from it, looks pretty interesting, and I'm definitely curious about following that one up. A long-form series on Disney Plus called Win or Lose is going to be coming out. It's brainchild of 2 storyboard artists and tells the story of Pickle's softball team in the week ahead of their championship game. Each episode takes place during the same week, but from a perspective of a different main character. Okay, that sounds kind of cool. We have Elio, which is a new project from the studio that centers around an 11-year-old named Elio who just is trying to fit in. His mother is working on a top-secret military project to decode alien languages, but it's Elio who accidentally makes the first contact and becomes the de facto emissary for Earth. Film will debut in spring 2024. It was revealed that we are getting an Inside Out 2. Amy Poehler comes out, reprising her role from the film. Riley is now a teenager, and there will be new emotions joining the mix, as well as the familiar ones from the first one. Now, familiar to people who have seen it. I have not seen Inside Out, so maybe that's something we'll have to revisit together. Maybe that's something we can do on the channel at one point, but I've not actually seen Inside Out, so that'll be interesting to see how that goes out. Now, we did get some Disney animation announcements. We got a little bit of a follow-up on the Zootopia Plus, which is coming. Follows major characters from the original film, and it's yeah, that's it. I think there's some footage that was showed off for the people there, but nothing to the public at this point. A new series called Iwaju, I hope I'm saying that right, I could be wrong, which is coming from a partnership from outside of Disney, with a studio outside of Disney, which is interesting, which is Kugali Media. The series is set in Nigeria and follows a young heiress named Tola and a poor boy named Kole, and it arrives on the streaming service in 2023. They showed off a new trailer for a new look or trailer or something for Strange Worlds. I haven't seen anything actually for what was shown today for the public there, or the attendees rather. I don't think there's a public trailer for what was shown there, or at least if there was, I don't see it. Something called Wish from Disney Animations, the feature film, explores how the dreaming star and upon which so many Disney characters have wished upon came to be. The film is set within the Kingdom of Roses and follows Asha, an optimist with a sharp wit. Asha sees a darkness in the kingdom that no one else does, and so in a moment of desperation, she makes a passionate plea to the stars. This calls down an actual star from the sky named Star, with the magical wish-granting powers. Asha is played by Ariana DeBose as Asha and Alan Tudyk as Valentino, a goat. Dude, Alan Tudyk is just... What does he get paid to just voice and make animal noises? Because he's been how many animals now? Yeah. Ran through his repertoire of Disney characters, including Duke Weasel from Frozen, Hey Hey from Moana, and King Candy from Wreck-It Ralph. That's kind of funny, man. He's kind of he's carved out a little niche for himself. But yeah, that is all I could find as far as the major announcements that were shown off there. Now, that all down and out of the way, let's tap into these trailers. So we'll start off with Disenchanted. Now, again, I'll reiterate, I've never actually seen the original. I've watched reviews on it just because of like channels that I supported it back in the day that have talked about the film. I have a rough, vague idea of the concept of the film and how it plays out, but I'm curious to see. I don't know. Let's just check it out. See what it goes. Maybe this will inspire some motivation in me to actually check out the original. Let's go ahead and check it out.
I know the change can be scary, but it can also be exciting.
If I learned anything from meeting Princess on a billboard, is that sometimes you just have to take a look.
Just the fact that it was rats, cockroaches, and pigeons, man. See, there you go, right there.
Pretty soon this whole place will feel like home, you'll see. It's all part of the adventure.
That's not an adventure, that's a landfill.
A land filled with adventure.
Robert! Congratulations!
Oh, it's what they call a fixer-upper.
Yes, once your peasants have dug out the moat and added a turret and a balcony from which you can sing.
Is James Marsden in the original? If so, I need to watch it purely for that.
Melvina, Monroe, I would have sold you this
That's
house.
hilarious.
I deal in slightly more upscale homes.
In Mandalasia, the hardest part of life is finding your happily ever after. This world's very different.
If this world is not to your liking, then you must change it.
I wish. I wish.
Jumping jelly stick. Wait.
I wish. I wish for a fairy tale life and it's all gone terribly wrong.
Or terribly right.
Oh, great.
At the last stroke of 12, nothing will be as it was before.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, man.
Oh, Giselle, what have you done?
Dude, Idina Menzel's in this.
That's wicked. Wicked good.
That looks charming. That looks really charming. James Marsden, Idina Menzel. It sold me purely on those two alone, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, that looked really interesting. Now, I got the idea of it, like she was a like a fairy tale princess brought into the real world. She falls in love with somebody in the real world. You know, her Prince Charming comes or whatever. There's this whole like blah, 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 blah. So it's her like adapting, being like a fish out of water in the real world, right? That's what I can gather and remember from it. And then she falls in love with the dude. She stays here, gives up her fairy tale life. And then, I just know the movie, right? Or am I off? And then I just don't know the ins and outs, man. I've like I said, I've heard about the film in passing via reviews, people talking about it and stuff like that. But I've never sat down and watched the movie. So another trailer, obviously we talked about this just a few minutes ago. We got one for Hocus Pocus 2. So similarly, part of me feels like maybe I'm Mandela this movie out of my existence. I feel like I've seen this movie. I just, again, like I'll reiterate what I said back in the beginning. I don't remember anything other than that one scene. So maybe I doubt this will jog my memory, but I don't know. We'll go ahead and check it out and see what this new iteration, these witches appearing in the modern day, what this entails. So let's check it out.
I banish thee from Salem forever.
Oh,
They were right to fear thee. Magic has a way of uniting. Happy 16th birthday, child.
370 years later.
I have a gift for my favorite customers. Legend has it, it's on the 16th birthday that a witch gets her powers.
Lock up your children! Yes, Salem, we're back!
Gilbert, where did you get that candle? We have to get out of here. The witches will be here any second. Ah! The book is alive.
He woke up?
If we intend to live past sunrise, we have to steal their souls.
Whoa, wait, can we talk about this?
What the hell? What the hell? Is she riding Roombas? Oh my lord.
Not to freak out. The vengeful maniac obsessed with getting revenge on Salem. Sounds very bad for Salem.
We should get some salt. Why? So we taste better when they eat us?
Interesting. Okay.
That's not 6 feet under.
Yeah, that person, that.
Stop! I am a good zombie.
I remember, that's the person. That's the thing I remember. That's it. Wasn't he like a cat? Or am I mixing shit up? Like the Familiar or something? I don't know. Shit, am I mixing movies up? I remember that specifically. Okay, so I'm not crazy. Okay, two things. I remember that, and I also remember having a huge crush on Sarah Jessica Parker's witch. I don't remember jack shit about this movie, man. I was hoping maybe this would trigger a little bit of it, and it did, kinda. But I'm guessing that, you know, we're in the same town, obviously Salem. I don't know if it has any ties to the original characters at all. Like, are these like their kids, or we just new characters stumbling upon these witches for themselves in a different setting? I don't know. I'm curious. I feel like I think I probably, yeah, man, all this is doing is making me want to actually watch the original and then see where we go from there. Would you guys be interested in that? Me watching Hocus Pocus 1? I'd be down. I definitely would want to watch it before I watch this, though. So that's for certain, even if I just did it on my own time. It looks fun. With those two down out of the way, let's go ahead and check out the third and final trailer that we got as far as the public is concerned. And that is for the live-action Little Mermaid. We got our official teaser trailer and first look at the film in action. So here we go. And it's Haley Bailey, isn't it? I never know if I'm saying that name right. That's playing Ariel, right? Okay. There's the shipwreck.
Out of the sea.
May 2023. I mean, not bad. I mean, not much either, but not bad. Visually, I mean, unlike what they kind of set up with the expectation for that, like the Peter and Wendy thing, or I forget the other one we kind of talked about. Like this definitely doesn't seem like, at least just based on what we saw here, like the visuals, the set piece, and then the recreation of that iconic moment from the film, and one of my favorite songs in Disney history. Looks like they're going the, I don't know. I don't want to assume just yet. It is just the teaser, but like the carbon copy route as far as like structure. She looks great. The effects look great. It's just it's a teaser. It's a teaser. Her voice is great though. I will say that. So I am curious to see what songs come into play, how many new ones we get, because I did read that I think Lin-Manuel Miranda is writing new songs for The Little Mermaid, which will be great, because I love his style, his music, man. So I'm all for that. So yeah. All right, that's it, guys. What was your favorite announcement? What was your favorite trailer? Should I check out Enchanted? Should I check out Hocus Pocus? Definitely if I plan on covering these two movies at any point in time. What do you guys think? Set up the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Feel free to join us in our Discord. We can talk about it there as well. Links to that in all my socials, description box below. Follow me in each and every one of those. Before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Manny Sherritt, Ryan Karen, Jason Coleman, Philly Vane, Yori Corey Scott, Margaret Grace, Mary Bradley, Melita, Robert Anguiano, and Raven McGann. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. But that's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.